Have you ever walked into a room and felt people shift? Not physically, energetically. Something changes when you enter. Conversations pause. Eyes move toward you. Some people lean in, others pull back. And you have wondered your whole life why this keeps happening. You are not imagining it. There is something different about you, and people can sense it even when they cannot name it. Today I am going to reveal 12 signs that people recognize you as a chosen one often before you recognize it yourself. Some of these signs will feel like validation, others might surprise you, and by the end, you will understand not just what these signs mean, but why you carry them and what to do with them. If you have ever felt like you do not quite fit, like people treat you differently for reasons you cannot explain, like there is something about you that draws both admiration and opposition. This message will finally make sense of what you have been experiencing your entire life. Watch until the end, because the final sign is the one most chosen ones miss completely. The first sign that people recognize you as a chosen one is unexplainable dislike from certain individuals. You have met them. People who decided they did not like you before you even opened your mouth. People who treat everyone else warmly but grow cold when you enter the space. People who seem almost offended by your existence without any logical reason. This is not paranoia, and it is not your fault. When you carry a strong sense of purpose or a distinctive energy, it acts like a mirror. Some people look at you and are inspired. Others look at you and see everything they wish they were but are not. Your presence without you doing anything highlights their own unfulfilled potential, and that reflection is uncomfortable. Their dislike is not really about you. It is about what your presence awakens in them, an awareness of their own dormant calling that they have been avoiding. The next time you encounter someone who dislikes you for no reason, understand this: you are not the problem. You are the mirror, and not everyone is ready to see their reflection. Comment below if you have experienced this. How many people in your life have disliked you without any clear reason? The second sign is excessive staring. You catch people looking at you. In public spaces, in meetings, walking down the street, not brief glances, prolonged stares. Sometimes they look away when caught. Sometimes they do not even realize they are doing it. This happens because your energy precedes you. Before you speak, before you act, something about your presence communicates. People who are sensitive to energy, whether they know it or not, pick up on this. They find themselves drawn to look at you without understanding why. Some stare because they are curious. Some stare because they are trying to figure you out. Some stare because your presence triggers something in them they cannot name. This is not about physical appearance. Chosen ones of every appearance experience this. It is about the frequency you carry. Your energy has a signature that stands out in a crowd, and people notice even when they cannot articulate what they are noticing. If strangers stare at you regularly, you are broadcasting something. The question is not whether they see it. The question is whether you recognize what you are carrying. The third sign is imitation. You notice people adopting your phrases, your style, your ideas, sometimes even your mannerisms. Friends start using words you use. Colleagues implement strategies you suggested. People who initially dismissed your approach quietly begin applying it themselves. Imitation is the behavioral proof of influence. People do not copy those they do not respect on some level. Even when they never verbally acknowledge your impact, Their actions reveal that they are watching, learning, and integrating what you demonstrate. Pay attention to who imitates you. It reveals the reach of your influence, often extending far beyond what you consciously intended. Here is something important to understand. Imitation is confirmation that you carry something worth carrying. But remember, your job is not to create copies of yourself. Your job is to be so authentically you that you give others permission to be authentically them. The fourth sign is that people become nervous in your presence. You notice it in small ways. They fidget, they stumble over words, they avoid eye contact. They seem uncomfortable even when you have done nothing intimidating. In interviews and conversations in social settings, certain people cannot seem to relax around you. This nervousness is not because you are threatening. It is because your energy is concentrated. You carry a presence that fills space. And for people who are not grounded in their own identity, that concentrated energy can feel overwhelming. Their nervousness is actually a compliment. It means your presence has weight, but it also carries responsibility. When you recognize this effect, you have a choice. You can use it to intimidate, or you can use it to put people at ease. The most powerful chosen ones learn to modulate. They know when to bring full intensity and when to soften so others feel safe. This is not dimming your light. It is wisdom about when to shine and how brightly. The fifth sign is that people constantly seek your validation. They ask your opinion before making decisions. They share their work specifically wanting your feedback. They watch your reaction to see if you approve. Your words carry disproportionate weight in their minds, and they structure their actions partly around what they think you will think. This happens because chosen ones often carry discernment. People sense accurately that you see beneath the surface. Your approval feels more meaningful because they know it is not given lightly. Your disapproval feels more significant because they know you see what others miss. While this is a sign of the respect you have earned, it also reveals a temptation you must resist. When people constantly seek your validation, it can be easy to start enjoying that power. It can be easy to begin needing to be needed. The goal is not to have people dependent on your approval. The goal is to help them develop their own discernment. Give validation freely when deserved, but also teach people to trust their own judgment. The best chosen ones create more leaders, not more followers. The sixth sign is that certain people become obsessed with your failures. They remember every mistake you made long after you have moved on. They bring up old failures in current conversations. They seem almost relieved when you stumble, as if your setback brings them comfort. They watch your life, hoping for missteps. This obsession reveals more about them than about you. When someone is fixated on your failures, it is often because your success threatens their self-image. Your wins highlight their stagnation. Your progress exposes their excuses. So they focus on your losses to create psychological balance. Here is what you need to understand. The size of the opposition often reveals the size of your calling. Ordinary people do not attract failure watchers. People who are going nowhere do not have audiences waiting for their fall. The obsession with your failures is indirect evidence that your success has been significant enough to disturb people. Do not let failure watchers slow you down. Their attention is confirmation you are doing something worth watching. The seventh sign is that there is rarely neutrality about you. People are either drawn to you or repelled by you, but almost no one is indifferent. Some people feel immediately comfortable with you as if they have known you before. They open up quickly. They trust you faster than makes logical sense. They want to be near you. Others feel immediately uncomfortable. They create distance. They find reasons to avoid you. They cannot articulate why, but something about your presence unsettles them. This polarization happens because you carry clarity in a world of confusion. Your presence forces a decision. People either resonate with what you represent or resist it, but they rarely ignore it. This is why chosen ones often have intense friendships and intense oppositions, but very few casual acquaintances. You are not built for lukewarm connections. The people in your life will either be deeply for you or clearly against you. Accept this as part of your design. The 8th sign is that strangers tell you things they do not tell anyone else. You sit next to someone on a plane, and by landing, they have shared their marriage struggles. Someone you just met at a gathering tells you about their childhood trauma. People confess things to you within minutes that they have hidden from friends for years. This happens because you carry what I call safe space energy. Something about your presence signals that you can hold heavy things without being crushed by them. People sense that you will not judge, will not gossip, will not use their vulnerability against them. This is a gift, but it can also become a weight. Chosen ones often become emotional dumping grounds because they have capacity others do not have. If you are not careful, you can end up carrying burdens that were never yours to carry. Learn to listen without absorbing. Create boundaries around your emotional space. You can be a safe person without becoming a storage unit for everyone else's pain. The 9th sign is that you have always felt older than your actual age. Even as a child, you felt like you understood things other children did not. You were drawn to deeper conversations. You felt out of place in age-appropriate activities. Adults often treated you like a peer rather than a child. Now, even as an adult, people often assume you are older, wiser, more experienced than your years would suggest. You carry a weight of knowing that does not match your timeline. This happens because chosen ones often have old souls. Whether through past experiences, spiritual sensitivity, or simply being designed for depth, you have always operated on a different timeline than those around you. This can be lonely. It can mean feeling misunderstood by peers your own age. It can mean being bored by conversations that satisfy everyone else. But it is also part of your equipment. The depth you carry is not a burden. It is a qualification for the assignment you were built for. The 10th sign is that resistance intensifies whenever you are about to make significant progress. Just before a breakthrough, everything seems to go wrong. Relationships strain, finances tighten, health challenges arise, confusion floods your mind. It is as if the universe throws everything it has at you right before you step into something new. This is not coincidence. This is opposition. And opposition is a sign of direction. The enemy does not waste ammunition on people who are going nowhere. Resistance increases when you are approaching something that threatens the status quo. If you are experiencing unusual warfare, it may be confirmation that you are unusually close to your next level. Do not interpret resistance as a sign to stop. Often it is a sign to push through. The intensity of the opposition frequently reveals the significance of what you are approaching. The 11th sign is that you often know things before you should know them. You have gut feelings that prove accurate. You sense when something is wrong before evidence appears. You read people correctly within moments of meeting them. You know the answer before you can logically explain how you know. This is discernment, and it is one of the most important tools a chosen one carries. Discernment is not the same as judgment. Judgment condemns. Discernment perceives. You see beneath the surface, not to criticize, but to navigate. You know what others miss, not to feel superior, but to make better decisions. Trust your knowing. Too many chosen ones override their discernment because they cannot logically justify it. They feel something is off, but they proceed anyway because they cannot articulate why they feel uneasy. Learn to honor what you sense even when you cannot explain it. Your knowing is reliable even when it is not logical. The 12th and final sign is that you are watching this video right now. Think about it. Out of billions of pieces of content you could be consuming, something led you here. Something about the title caught your attention. Something about the topic resonated. Something made you stay this long. Chosen ones recognize themselves when they encounter content meant for them. The fact that you found this, watched this, and related to these signs is itself a sign. You are drawn to information about who you are because something inside you already knows but needs confirmation. This video did not find you by accident. Your hunger to understand yourself drew you to it, and that hunger is evidence of the calling you carry. Now, before I close, I need to say something important. Something most videos like this skip entirely. Not everyone who identifies with these signs is a chosen one, and not every negative reaction you receive is because people recognize your greatness. Sometimes people dislike you because of things you genuinely need to work on. Sometimes you are stared at for reasons unrelated to spiritual significance. Sometimes people are nervous around you because you are unconsciously intimidating in ways you could soften. Sometimes the failures people focus on are failures worth examining. The goal of this video is not to create an echo chamber where every experience validates your specialness. The goal is to help you recognize patterns that might indicate something significant about your design. True chosen ones are not made by videos. They are revealed by fruit, by impact, by transformation that happens in their wake, by lives that change because they existed. If these signs resonate, wonderful. But let the resonance lead to responsibility, not just to feeling good about yourself. You were not chosen to feel special. You were chosen to do something with the specialness you carry. So, here is what I want you to do. First, identify which signs you experience most strongly. Not all 12 will apply equally. Notice which ones felt like someone was describing your specific life. Second, ask yourself what you are doing with what you carry. Recognition is not the destination. It is the starting point. If you are a chosen one, what are you being chosen for? What assignment is your unique design qualifying you to complete? Third, comment below which signs you relate to most. Share your number. I want to see how many of you experience sign 3, sign 7, sign 11. Let the comments become a map of how chosen ones recognize themselves. If this video resonated, subscribe and turn on notifications. I create content specifically for chosen ones who are ready to understand their design and step into their assignment. Share this with someone who has always felt different but could never explain why. Someone who needs language for what they have experienced their entire life. Someone who is ready to stop questioning if they are special and start asking what to do with their specialness. You found this video for a reason. The question is not whether you are chosen. The question is what you will do now that you are beginning to understand what you carry. You are not weird. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are a chosen one. And the world is waiting for you to step into what you were designed for. Now walk like someone who finally understands why they have always been different. Because you do.